What you mean that hurt?
That hurt. That really hurt.
That's what you get.
That didn't hurt. That hurt. It's a vampire's nightmare right about now. If this was sunlight, his ass would have been melted. You hear me?
Hey guys, I can't say welcome back to my channel because this isn't just my channel by itself.
Not anymore.
No, it is. No, whoa, I still have my own channel.
Okay. Yes, you still have yours, but this is new to me.
Yeah, it's new to you. Okay, so this is our first video together and our first video for our channel. Some of y'all know me already. It's Allie, and this is this dude that you've been seeing on my Snapchat a lot. Hi, Sean.
Hi.
I gotta get used to calling you Sean.
Yes, you have to get used to calling me Sean.
So weird.
You know what? It's more weird for me. It's very weird. It's much weirder for me.
Is it?
It is.
Really?
It is.
Why?
Okay.
Oh, God.
My real name is Drew Sean, right? Okay, I know. 2 names as my first name. I know.
It's like Lee John.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first forehead pluck on YouTube. I'm about to get over here.
I'm sorry.
Get off my name.
Continue.
Get off my name.
Continue your story.
Get off my name.
Continue your story.
Okay, all right. So, and since she goes by Allie, I figured let me drop the Drew and go with Sean.
Yes, you guys have been hearing, and I will still call him Drew because it's just out of habit.
Yes.
We're just talking today.
Yes.
And, introducing ourselves as a couple on YouTube. You're so cute.
I know.
You're welcome. I'm not going to re-bore you guys. It wasn't really boring, but I'm not going to go back into the whole how we met and how we got engaged, you dig. Instead, I'm going to just link the video that I did on my channel down below so you guys can check that out and look at that story. A lot of people saying it's funny. I was just being myself. Anyway, so we're going to get into our first video.
What do you want to talk about, baby?
I almost feel like we have to touch on the celibacy thing because of Solo. Sorry, Solo.
Solo is my brother who happens to be single. Well, I don't want to say single right now. He's kind of like...
Basically, so for all intents and purposes, Solo is one of our friends that is on the celibacy kick right now by force.
My bad.
We're sorry. So we're actually going to talk about that. I didn't think we were. I told him no before I hit record, but I kind of feel like we need to address it.
He gonna hate me.
Yeah. So if you guys want to hear about our journey on celibacy, please keep watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you know when our videos go up. We're going to try to upload once a week. That's the goal. Okay? Oh, that's your wallet. Sorry.
It ain't a roll of quarters, that's for sure.
Okay. So, how do you feel about celibacy, honey? Let's hear from you.
I hate it.
That's honesty.
All this is doing it for our marriage. But the nether region, he's disgusted. He's completely disgusted. Yes, wave the ring. Yeah, okay. Yes, please wave the ring.
I had to do that real quick.
Yes, okay. All right. We are definitely getting married. And
September 23rd, 2018.
Yes, okay.
We're going to try to take you with us.
Yes.
That's the goal. But let's not get off topic. Okay. So, we weren't always celibate. I'll go ahead and admit that. We weren't always celibate in our relationship. We actually decided to go ahead and be celibate. I want to say April.
Out of all the days we decided to be celibate,
April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day.
That's the funny part. It was April Fool's Day. Let me just backtrack a little bit. I was very, very, very busy the month of February and the month of March. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the physical part of our relationship got neglected.
Not necessarily neglected, more like put on pause.
It was a big pause.
It was a pause. It was a pause button, you know.
Because and it was just, I had so much going on. I had just so much to do, and I just didn't have time to, you know, every time I was available, I was tired. So all I wanted to do was sleep. And that weekend was the first weekend we actually got to spend together again after being, you know, me being busy and being apart and all that jazz. And I started my cycle. I was like, oh, that's a damper. It's a big damper.
As soon as she told me that she started her cycle, I was thinking in the back of my head, well, and let me backtrack a little bit. Okay. Now, the month of February was like the last time we've done the deed. Okay, that was the last time we did it. Like she said, the entire month of March, she was busy with. I think you had how many?
Terp.
Yeah, how many competitions you had too?
It was only 2. It was in sectionals and state, but it's a very vigorous competition that requires. It's you have 3 weeks literally to prepare for it, and you only get 1 shot to state. So it was a very grueling practice schedule.
Okay. Now, the entire month of March now, I'm very proud of her because get this. She came back a 2-time champion. 2. Twice.
What? Okay.
Dose. Now, I'm thinking in the back of my head, she made the suggestion, okay, we got a wedding to go to. Mm-hmm. And she made the suggestion of making a mini getaway.
Mm-hmm. We weren't engaged yet, by the way.
Much needed. It was much needed.
It was much needed because I was so tired. And, like, even though we weren't intimate, I was so tired. And it was just such a nice time to just relax and sit back with Bay over here. And I was just like,
yes.
I was just exhausted. And I needed that moment of just, I need to sit down and chill, you know.
So everything is planned. Mm-hmm. Everything is planned. So the room was set up. I got the rental. I got a rental car. We drove out there. So then I hit the text. Bloop. My cycle come. Insert a hard expletive word. I'm talking about hard expletive word. Okay. I think I done scared certain sections of the south side of Chicago with this expletive.
Maybe.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. So, but prior to that, here's what you didn't know. I had a conversation with my own spiritual advisor, with a spiritual advisor in regards to this.
Continue.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did, because you told me.
No, you didn't.
Fam. Yes, I did, because you told me.
I sure
did. You sure did.
I sure did. Mm-hmm. We here now. Okay.
Finish your story.
Here's the story. Had a conversation with a spiritual advisor in regards to having sex before marriage. Now, it ain't no secret. We loved doing the deed. All the time. Sorry. You gotta understand something, okay? Even though we're very, God-driven, we're still human beings.
Of course. And we still have desires, and we still make bad decisions. I'm not perfect by a low shot.
Neither am I.
That's how I got in Facebook jail.
We gonna talk about that once we get done with this story. So back to that real quick. I had a conversation about with my spiritual advisor in regards to sex before marriage. Mm-hmm. She challenged my thinking by asking me, do you really believe that you're blocking everything that you truly desire and what you truly want in your life with sex? And I thought about it. I want to marry this lovely woman. I want to build a family with this lovely woman. I want to be where I'm destined to be as a man. I want to put myself in the position to where
I'm driving a house in the sun, and this was a swing set.
Side note, you need to find somebody that match your crazy, okay? Back to the story. Now, April 1st comes.
Correct.
Okay. It's April Fool's Day. Everyone's cracking jokes on some of everybody, okay? From your average I'm late jokes to your average I'm getting fired jokes. Okay? Now.
I should have did that. Like, how you getting fired on your day off?
So, when she told me that her friend came.
Yeah. Flo.
I was, yeah.
That heifer.
I can't stand that heifer.
She makes me angry.
Forget you, Eve,
all
for
the
biting
time.
that apple. I swear to God.
And now that we celibate, I don't have any reason for her to not show up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we'll get to
and
that.
And I'm angry about her showing up every time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, true story. I told her that I basically asked her.
Do I have too much lip gloss on? Yeah, do I have too much lip gloss on?
Do you have to? What?
Sorry.
While we're recording, really?
Oh, I'm an adult, I promise.
Back to the story, right? It's April Fool's Day. I'm picking her up. We getting ready to go out to
Naperville,
the northwest suburbs of Chicago.
Amen. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And I asked her, how do you feel about celibacy before marriage? And she really wasn't fazed about it.
No, I wasn't, because originally I had kind of made the decision for myself anyway before he and I even started dating. And I remember he and I were just friends at the time, and I was talking to him about it, and I was like, you know, I want to wait until marriage. And he was like, I don't know if I can do that. And that's the response I got. But I mean, at the time we weren't dating, so it was okay. I didn't care. So I was like, you ain't gotta do it. My man, the man that God gonna send me, gonna do it.
And you had it with an attitude. And then when we got together, let's just say, when you know somebody for 12 years,
yeah,
let's just say, I like to call that a beautiful reintroduction. That was a beautiful reintroduction, but it was a huge difference between then and recently, prior to this moment, because there was a lot of, I'll admit, there was a lot of passion involved.
It was.
It was more passionate.
It was.
And
sorry.
It's okay. You can speak your mind.
You were talking.
Okay.
So rude. You know, I hate when you do that, so I'm not going to do that to you. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
I'll be very...
It was a very, it was a good reintroduction of how we were physically. Yes. And, you know, it's safe to say sexually. But when I brought it to her attention, fast forward to later on that night. We get to the hotel room, we go out to eat, and we had a conversation about, you want to tell them?
Yeah, we talked a lot about a lot of our fears within the relationship, a lot of struggles with being vulnerable. And I will say that it is a lot easier to be vulnerable with him because I've known him for forever. We've known each other since 2005, and he's my best friend. So it was a lot easier, excuse me, a lot easier to come forth with a lot of my issues and my struggles that I was dealing with being open with him. And definitely it was a connection and a bond that you can't get with just having sex. It's something that you have to legit open your heart about. And I don't think I would have been able to do that if we were continuing to fornicate.
And discovering, after that conversation, I discovered another way of showing this woman how to love her. And I showed it through laughter and affection and being more attentive to her needs. And I wouldn't trade that experience for nothing.
True. And I definitely think we wanted to talk about this particular topic specifically because our generation is so against doing things by the book. We're all like, it's 2017. Why we gotta do it? We can't be traditional no more. And everyone thinks everything's outdated or that the Bible is fake. And my thing is, it's like, God is a man of order. And we have to still abide by his rules. It's kind of like the rule that I had when I was in kindergarten and in elementary school. keep all hands and feet and objects to yourself. I'm almost like 99.9% positive that rule is still at that school. I'm in my 30s.
How you remember that back in kindergarten?
Bruh, I remember a lot of things.
Okay.
Mind you, I spent 6 years in this school, so it was the same rule every year.
Time out. You was in kindergarten for 6 years.
The school that I was at was K through 5. Add a year on top of the 1 through 5. 6 years.
Okay, I was diagnosed with ADD back in the day. And what you just got finished seeing was a fresh ADD moment.
You was in kindergarten for 6 years? Really, dude?
Because I was going to look at you, I was like...
I was an honor student.
Huh?
I was an honor student, you know that.
Oh, I was a dumb student, so I don't care. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call myself dumb, but...
Thank you. So, my thing is, that rule ain't changed. It didn't change when I went through grammar school. The middle school that I went to was in the same district. So those rules transferred over to the middle school that I went to. They're still there. Are those outdated? No, they're not. There are rules there, and they're there specifically because they work and they're in place. Now, I'm also not a person to judge. So even if you like, girl, bye, I ain't waiting until I'm married. Okay, more power to you then. You'll be in my prayers. It's up to you. It's your decision at the end of the day. End of the day. I couldn't get that out. Dang. Because, I mean, who are we to judge? We weren't living that life 2 months ago. We was doing whatever we wanted to do.
Exactly.
You know? So I never tell anyone what to do. And I think one of the things that we do want to bring forth within our videos is representing Christ and being a Christian couple, where we're not really adhering to a specific religion. We're very much non-denominational. Our home church is non-denominational. We do things very much by the book, because that's the focus is on a relationship with God, which is what we want to push. So knowing that we weren't always doing what we're doing now, so we're not perfect, we're not holy, saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Spirit. It's not, that's not how he wants it. He wants to have a personal relationship with me, with him, and with you. And God is God in this relationship. So we definitely want to continue to push that out. Who are you looking at?
Looking at you.
Why are you looking at me?
I mean, you still look delicious, I ain't gonna lie. But on a more serious note, I'm a guy, right? Before we even started dating, before we even were just still good, close best friends, I thought about taking celibacy as more like a personal route.
I did that.
You did it, and it worked. But for me, it was more like the balance between, do I give up something for something that I truly want? Or do I just, find something to curb it?
You know what? It's so interesting. I think I was celibate up until the point that you and I started dating. I just thought about that. Like, when I decided to become celibate after my last relationship before him failed, I didn't do anything else until him.
Yeah.
I guess interesting.
Yeah. Makes me the chosen one at this point right now. Yeah. I mean, but back to my statement. For a guy to be celibate and waiting on that special one, you really have to think about this. Women in this day and age are not like women from 10 years ago or 20 years ago.
No.
They're not.
Not at all.
They're not, okay? They are a little bit more loose. They're a little bit more reckless. And there's no order. There's no order in here. What you mean? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm not loose.
I'm talking about certain breed of women.
I need you to be specific.
Okay. You're not in that category.
What category am I in?
The lovable, beautiful kind of woman. Okay.
Fix it up. Add to it.
All right.
He means some women.
Some women.
All women.
Okay.
And I mean, and for all intents and purposes, I could kind of agree to an extent. Social media and the instant access we have to everything has made a lot of us women more insecure about who we are, and we feel that we need to do these things to get the attention from men to be chosen. It can be anything from showing your entire body to getting on a comment section of a post of a guy ranting and raving about, ooh, she got too much makeup on, where the natural chicks at, and the girl goes, I'm natural, I don't need all that stuff. It literally is those things, you know. So he's right to an extent. I just wanted him to fix it.
I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it right now. Okay. The bottom line is, certain men are against being celibate. That's a fact. Certain men are.
A lot of men are.
A lot of men are.
A good 80% of them are.
You did the numbers?
85.
Where you get your information from?
I'm estimating.
That's a strong estimate.
That's a real strong estimate, because I only know like 3 that I've out of for sure that waited to marriage.
Well,
last 4.
3. Okay, that it's amazing how that number just went up.
Just by 1. Because I realized I was miscounting somebody.
The other 15% of those men are basically those that are just tired of the norm. They're tired of it. You know?
I mean, and let's be real too. Some of those 85% are tired of the norm too. They're tired of dealing with chicks that aren't serious, dealing with chicks that want to take plate selfies, dealing with chicks that's all about them and that's cute and they don't necessarily want to settle down, and dealing with chicks that play games, because women play games too. Let's be real.
Yes, they do.
I would be lying to sit here and say that we're perfect angels. We're not.
No, we're not.
So, you know.
So, baby, let's switch it up. Instead of saying, what would you say to a young woman out there? Me saying, what would I say to a young man out there? What would you say to a young man out there that's watching this, that's thinking about taking a walk of celibacy?
I would pray about it and let God guide you. It's important, because in order for him to lead you to the person that you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with, and for him to lead you through your marriage, he has to lead you initially on his own. So surrendering that part of you, everything about you, all your wants and desires, because that's really what it is. It's a desire that he has given us that we're supposed to truly save for marriage. But to have that desire to want to just let it go and say, I'm surrendering it to you, and you're going to be leading me to the person that I'm supposed to be for my future wife, that's something that you have to come to terms with. And it really, truly is about getting that strong connection with God. And the only way you're going to do it is if you let go of all the things that you want and do the things that he wants you to do. And I promise, because a lot of people just feel like they want to be in control, the things that he has for you are probably 10 times better than the things that you have for yourself. What would you say to girls? To the ladies?
All right, ladies. You're worth more than just pleasure. You're worth more than pleasure. Hey. You're definitely worth more than pleasure. And if you just happen to be one of those women that just have to be blessed with beauty, like this little midget here.
All women are blessed with beauty.
Yes. All women are blessed with beauty. Okay? That just happen to be those kind of... there's a certain breed of women that just... a crop of men just flood to.
Physical beauty.
Physical beauty, yes. Physical beauty. You're worth more than physical beauty. You're worth more than cleavage and a butt shot picture. Okay, you're worth more than the pleasure that you want to release ever so often. Put them fingers down. Put them down. Put them fingers. Yes. Okay. Right. Ladies, don't use them 2 fingers.
Shut up.
Now. You're worth more than pleasure. Just know that when you surrender your flesh to God, all the things that you truly desire, like love, commitment, honesty, protection, and a man that provides, everything that you want in a man, it'll be given to you on a silver platter if you sacrifice something that you truly desire.
Give me what I want.
I give you what I want?
Yeah, you give me what I want.
What I give you?
the banquet hall that I wanted.
I sure did. But I was also drunk too.
You weren't drunk.
Okay, I wasn't. I tried it.
You were very much sober.
I tried it. I tried it so hard. See, I got to throw Jedi mind tricks just to throw her off a couple of times. I have to. Yeah, she can side out me all she wants, and she likes it.
Yeah, okay. He gives me what I want.
But in all seriousness, ladies, just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
And I mean, trust me, a lot of people said I was crazy. Like, you would be surprised how many dudes said I was crazy, and I would never find a guy that would be willing to wait with me. The tickle. Ow. And I found him. They are out there. And like I said, I know 4 other men that were fine with it.
Fellas, you're going to get laughed at hard. You're going to get clowned. You're going to be pumped. But you know your body.
Yeah. And you know what? At the end of the day, you're getting something that a lot of these people that are clowning you for don't have.
And in all actuality, really want.
Indeed.
They really, really want. I don't care how cool you are or how smooth of a player you have been or how tight your game is, whatever. You're going to want one woman that's going to put up with you just as much as she puts up with me. No, stop testifying.
Honey, listen, when I tell you.
Stop testifying.
This dude right here.
You're going to find a woman that's going to put up with your mess. Just as much as I'm going to put up with her.
Oh,
sorry, baby. Alright. You're going to find a woman that's going to put up with your mess. And you're going to have to put up with hers. Okay? Because she's worth it. Stop. And have fun with your lady too, okay? I have fun with her all the time. Okay? Seeing her smile is one of my greatest joys. Really? Really? Mm-hmm. This is so 80s. This is so macking me from the 80s. Really?
Alright guys, that's our first video, baby.
Yes.
We did our first video.
Yeah. Cut the camera off.
No. Oh, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have questions, leave them below. I can't breathe. But you can. Okay, leave your comments below this video. Please hit like and subscribe. And, alright, we'll be back next. We'll be back next week. Soon. Okay. Is that red Kool-Aid on the tongue? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. What's up, my hair rat? Rudeness. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon. Love you much. Bye.